Today we are going to talk about store layout. So remember, any organization that exists today must ensure they have a better layout, and this allows them to be more effective and ensure performance of the organization is high. Therefore, store layout is very important in any organization. The other thing, what you need to understand in store layout is the definition of a store layout. A store layout is a design in which a store is or interior is set up. So the interiors, anything that is within the organization, is supposed to be designed in a way that allows customers or even employees to be able to move easily within an organization. So effective layouts are designed to expose customers and products, and this allows them to use the space more effectively. So you're using the available space in the organization to be able to maximize, and you're maximizing and ensuring your customers who are exposed to that environment are able to get the best. The other thing about store layout is that it allows the size of the organization or the location of each department to be permanently located in that organization, and this allows the customer traffic or the pattern of customers to be able to be identified in that organization. So the way you plan your store is very key to the success of your organization. This allows even the customers, both the internal and external customers, to be able to get products whenever they want those products. So store layout ensures that you're able to build even your business, and at the end of the day your customers will be satisfied. So what are some of the factors that you need to consider when you are coming up with a store layout? The first factor that you need to consider is the effective use of space. Remember, use of space is very important. This is because you're using what you have to get what you don't have. So initially you have the space, and that space, remember, is very limited in an organization. So you are supposed to use that space very, very well. So before you come up with a layout, then you need to consider how you are going to use that space. The second important factor is the inviting customers. So you are supposed to have a guide on how customers are going to purchase their merchandise. Basically, you are supposed to map your organization so that the customers will be well guided when they are picking their merchandise in the organization. The other thing that you must consider are the interiors. The interiors are the appearance of the walls, the appearance of everything within the organization, and this allows the organization or the customers who are coming to that organization to be more motivated to buy more and more. The other important aspect that you need to consider is the lighting. When we talk about lighting, you need to ensure all the lights in that organization are working. Failure to do that, then it means the customers sometimes might be confused and might end up buying even the wrong item. So it's always important for the organization to ensure they have proper lighting within the organization. The next thing we are going to talk about are the importance of store layout. One of the importance of store layout is to create the desire or the image and increase the space productivity. So why do we ensure we have a good layout in an organization? The first one is to ensure we increase the productivity by using the space available more effectively. The other thing is that it influences the customer's behavior. So when you are having a good layout in place, it ensures the influence. Customers are influenced to buy more and more. For example, QuickMart that has just recently come up. When you see their interiors, they normally design them in a way that the customers are able to buy more and more. Then the other thing about layout is that it helps retailers to understand how much revenue per square foot the organization is making. So basically you're able to understand the strength and weaknesses of that organization. So by having a good layout, even when you're buying, the customers are motivated. Then at the end of the day, the organization is able to calculate their revenues in terms of square per foot. There are types of layouts. We have 4 major types of layouts that an organization can utilize on. The first one is called the grid layout. Under the grid layout is very common in supermarkets, drug stores and convenience stores. The focus of grid layout is that it allows the counters to have fixtures and long rows. So when you're walking into a supermarket, you realize they have a long row. So then the work of the customer is just to walk into the row and choose the items that they want to buy. So basically grid layout is common in supermarkets and drug stores. The other thing is the racetrack and loop layout. This type of layout is popular in departmental stores. We have those organizations that have departmental store. This type of layout is very common. In this layout, it is also called the race track, as it circles and covers the whole store perimeter. So a departmental store is able to cover the perimeter of that store, and the people working in that store are able to be in those perimeters. The other type of layout is called the freeform layout. Under the freeform layout, the organization, this is a common type of layout used by small stores which sell a single product category, like ladies wear and men wears, or kid wears and furniture or purses. So under freeform layout, they just sell one particular item, and the organization that sells basically specializes in one category of items. The other one is the spine layout. When we talk about spine layout, what comes to our mind is the combination of various advantages, basically free flow layout and grid layout, or you can also combine the loop layout. So basically spine layout allows you to combine more than two layouts. So depending on your organization or your strategy in the organization, you're able to combine 2 or more layouts. So therefore, it is very important for you in the organization. It's very important for you in the organization to ensure you get your layout correct. Failure to do that, then it means at the end of the day, even your customers will be worried. Your customers will just buy from you once and they will never come back to your organization. So in anything that you do, in anything that the organization wants to do, they must ensure that they have a better layout and they're able to utilize the space present in that organization. By so doing, it will ensure they achieve their strategies well, and at the end of the day, they become competitive in the market. So therefore, it's very important to consider store layout in any organization. Thank you for listening. Let's meet next time.